Welcome to Spirit Journey Collective. I'm your host, Sarah Ty. Get ready for compelling conversations with guests of all walks of life who believe they have found their purpose. Together, we will uncover unique backstories, hearing the raw experiences that led them to the work they are doing today. Let's expand our minds together with the captivating stories and inspiration that awaits. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Spirit Journey Collective. This is a really special episode, though, because it's not going to be your typical interview that I would normally do. It's actually me and another healer who are actually going to be doing a really cool event coming up that we want to talk to you guys about, that we're really excited about. So I have Shawna Vargas with me. She's an author, artist, and intuitive magic practitioner. Thank you so much for being here today, Shawna.
I am so happy to be here, Sarah, with you and in collaboration on this Soulfire Circle event coming up on August 8th during the Lionsgate portal. This is very exciting, and I think we have a beautiful idea to share just love with the planet and with one another, and to connect with all those who are wanting to make a difference and show up for mutual support and connection. I think it's a beautiful idea. Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, me too. Thank you. That was so beautifully said. Yes, we are going to be doing an event on the Lions Gate, which is August 8th on a Friday, and we're going to do it at 6 p.m. But it's what we're calling the Soulfire Circle, which that's what we're here to talk about today. Before we go a little further, though, Shawna, why don't you explain what it means to be an author, artist, and intuitive magic practitioner?
Well, I have written a meditation journal called Love's Rhema, and it is a collection of mantras and affirmations that can be especially helpful to trauma survivors. It's just some things that have been very impactful to my own spiritual practice and my healing journey. And it comes from a perspective that love is a goddess and that she's conscious and intelligent. All the love in the collective and in our own personal hearts. And we access her by going into our heart center and into the center of our being. So, just some very concise, they can be taken as once daily, just spoken mindfully. And this is what I did in the beginning. I didn't do anything but a single mantra once a day, just spoken in a meditative way, and allowing it to sink in to my unconscious and reprogram my mind really put me in tune with the nature, character, and very real magic of love. So the author part is mainly focused on Love's Rhema, and that's available as a free download from my Facebook business page, Shamanic Symbols. And then as an artist, I create sacred tools like some jewelry, but mostly sacred items for your own spiritual practice, like sigils. Here is a love sigil. And here is one, an evil eye repellent, which we will be using during our practice of intuitive magic today. And also wands. I have several wands that I will be sharing on my business page as well. And intuitive magic is a practice combining ritual and meditation in order to receive messages from spirit and in order to connect with our own gifts and abilities and power, our inner agency to direct our lives and command our own magic. So there are a lot of different benefits and things we can do through it, but that is it in a nutshell.
Thank you so much for explaining that. And for those of you that might be curious about her story, I did do an interview with her several months ago, maybe even a year ago. So if you were to go to my podcast and look for Shawna Vargas in the list of interviews, I highly recommend it because her story is really, really potent. And just watching, just watching her bloom even from the last time we met and did that interview has been amazing. So I just thank you so much for sharing what you offer in such a beautiful way. And we're going to be showcasing a little bit of what the intuitive magic meditation is going to look like, as well as doing a small tarot read for to what you need to know to prepare for this event if you're hoping to join us, which we hope you do. But yeah, I guess we'll start off first by just sharing a little bit about why we want to do this Soul Fire Circle, especially on the Lion's Gate coming up. And so, what I would love to first start with is I know that many of us, and it doesn't really matter politically where you stand, where you are as a human being, like we all are feeling the heaviness of the world right now. And I know for me, a lot of my intention around the Lion's Gate and through our Soul Fire Circle is to bring people together to put love back out into the world and to come together as a collective to say, you know what, there's a lot going on that's out of our control, but we can decide how we're going to show up, how we're going to connect, how we're going to communicate with each other as human beings. And so we absolutely want to invite everyone to come in with your own intentions as well, but as a collective, that is part of what we're hoping to bring. And Shawna, what would you like to add to that?
That basically sums it up, Sarah. Just to come for our own, each individual needs and provisions, and also to come together with the collective intentions that we are putting out love into the world and putting out those intentions and sharing our light and sending that out as a collective light. And so it's for mutual support, and it's also sharing that love and that blessing that we receive with the world as a collective. And I think that together we can all do more than each of us individually can do on our own. Our light is amplified when we connect, like stars, a web of light that's all connected by beams of light. It's just, I've heard in near-death experience interviews that that's what it's kind of like. It's ineffable. It's impossible to put into words, they say, but it's like that. It's an interconnected web of light that's 3D, where no person is separate, no soul is separate, but we're all part of one organic body. And so that's what we want to do. We want to reconnect in our divine nature and send that high vibration out into the world.
Yes, 100%. And I just wanted to add to that too, just a little bit. There have been studies that show prayer groups, whether, it's a certain denomination or it's just people coming together with the intention of putting love out into the world. And there have literally been studies where they have brought down crime rates and things have been miraculously happen in smaller locations when people have come together. So just imagine people coming together for that more global impact. And it made me think of one more thing. It's a meme that you may or may not have come across, but it's saying how to light up the world. And it's literally you being your own light. And by just lighting up yourself, you're now impacting people around you just by being that light. And so, again, imagining us all coming around together to be that light. Think about what we can ignite together.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, we would love to share what to expect if you decide to join us. It's going to be on, again, August 8th, 2025, and that's a Friday, and it's going to start at 6 p.m. And so it's going to start off with a brief introduction. Depending on how many people join, we may have time for everyone to share individually what your intentions are. If not, then later on we will do breakout rooms so you can connect in, with your groups on a smaller level, an intimate level, why and what your intention is. So that would be kind of the beginning, is just introduction, and between introducing me, introducing Shawna. And then we would start with a small tarot read, which we're going to be ending this podcast with, like I said, a sample. So you'll get a chance to see kind of how we're going to open. But I'll do a small tarot read on what we all need to know as a collective moving into Lionsgate, how to harness that. And then Shawna, do you want to explain what you would offer with the intuitive magic meditation?
Yes, we'll do a brief practice of intuitive magic to invite our collective spirit teams and the goddess who is divine love to sanctify that energetic space. We understand from other NDE interviews, actually, the collective of them, that spirit is not affected by time and space. So even if someone watches the recording at a later time, despite the fact that we're all watching from different locations, we're still em- embracing the same energetic space. We're still feeling the same energetic space. So, what we're doing is creating the space today and sending out the invitation so that those who will benefit most will be drawn, and that it will be a safe place of safety and love, and that it will already, the energetic work for creating that space will already be done. So that's what we'll be doing during the practice today.
Beautiful. Thank you for explaining that. And again, stick around because at the end you'll get kind of a taste of what to expect on the actual event of what that is. And then after we do the tarot read and the meditation together, then at that point, again, we'll do likely at that point do breakout rooms where we can share our experiences with intimate smaller groups, what came up during the meditation or during the tarot read and how it impacted you or what you took from it, what your intentions are. And again, if it's a small enough intimate group, then we can do it all together. And if not, we'll do the breakout rooms. It's just a great way to come together with the intention, again, of being there for your own needs and support, because we all need that as well, coming together in that way. And then also, how can we come together as a collective to put out love and compassion and understanding and connection back into the world? So from here, if this sounds like something that you would love to be a part of and join, which we would absolutely love for you to join us, you can find the link in the show notes where there will be a sign up form. And this is just to give us an idea of who's joining us from where, time frames, etc., what your intentions are, what you're hoping to gain from this. So check out that sign up link below. Once you sign up, you will be getting an email with the Zoom link, the time, all of that, so you can go ahead and join us. So yeah, I think that's everything. Do you want to add anything else, Shauna?
Just wanted to note that our time is Pacific time. So 6 p.m. is Pacific time. So, you can calculate what time that will be for you in your time zone.
It's a good point to mention. Yes, thank you, Shauna. Yes, so we're in the Pacific time. So depending on what time zone you are, that would be based off of, and that's another reason why we're asking what time zone you're coming in from, because it won't be likely the same as us if you're not in the Pacific. So yes. So yeah, why don't we go from here to just do a small sampler of what a tarot read will look like for the collective, and then Shawnee can guide us through the intuitive magic meditation. So for the tarot read, I'm just going to do something really simple. I'm just going to pull one card about what we need to know as a collective moving into this event. So if you're hoping to join us, what is it that we as a collective need to know around joining this event? I love this so much. So the card that came up is the Six of Wands. This one is all about learning how to honor and love and celebrate yourself without conditions. And I feel like that's a lot of what we're doing as a collective and coming forward for our own needs and desires with the Lionsgate in mind. So the Six of Wands, it's about, you don't have to earn your own love. You don't have to earn your own celebration. You don't even have to get out of bed in the morning, and you still deserve to go out and celebrate and love and honor yourself as you are. It's just your inherent birthright is what that is. So as we work towards the Lionsgate and the event, remember that and come in with that same energy of, you deserve to be here. You deserve to be loved. You don't have to earn the right or a seat at our table. It's just your birthright.
Thank you, Sarah. That's right on.
It was like, I could not have picked a better card.
It's beautiful. And I found in my own journey, my own healing journey, that as I do grow in my my self-love, that it becomes a lens through which I look at others, through which I look at the world. And I see beauty sometimes that may be hidden from the natural eye. And just like I had to first see it in myself before it began to manifest in outward ways. And that's part of love's magic. And there's a mantra in Love's Rhema about that, that love sees the beauty hidden from the natural eye, relates to and with her object from that place, and draws that beauty out in a myriad of ways. And it begins with us. It begins with celebrating ourselves, with loving ourselves right where we're at for who we are in essence, not for outward appearances, not for physical manifestations, but just who, because in love everyone is worthy, and individually as well as collectively.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for adding to that. That's so well, it's not only relevant, but it's so spot on. I mean, they say that you can only love someone as much as you love yourself. And that's, you'll never be able to go as far with your own love outwardly, even though we try, right, to love others before ourselves. There's always that barrier. We have to start here. It's an inside job, right? But then you can let other people in, and you can have more grace for other people, more compassion because you're doing that for you. So it all
Absolutely.
starts here. Would you like to go ahead and lead us through the small intuitive magic meditation?
Yes, I'd love to.
If you are going to participate in this reading right now, I do ask that you are not going to be driving or operating any kind of heavy machinery, and being in a place where you can sit and be calm and close your eyes without any danger to you. So make sure that you are in a safe place before you join us today.
Do feel free just to close your eyes or soften your gaze and drop it downward. Or you can also watch the camera to view the rituals that are taking place, as that can also enhance and clarify our intentions and strengthen our magic. So, starting with some breath work. At first, we're just observing our normal breathing and how that feels. Then we'll breathe just a little deeper, noticing the rise and fall of our tummy. Once more, we'll breathe a little deeper still. And on the exhale, we're releasing all that does not serve our good. Just creating an energetic space of clarity, releasing all low vibrating energy. And once more, we'll take a final breath, a fully deep inhalation now with a long, slow release. Charging our sacred space with high vibrating love energy now. We invite the presence of the goddess who is divine love to anoint our soul fire circle with power, drawing like minds and like hearts together in love for the purposes of mutual good, and sharing that out into the planet. Just as a candle flame is undiminished in lighting another wick, so our own good unfolds even as we share it with the world. We now extend invitation to our collective spirit teams of all who will be drawn and who will participate in this soul fire circle. That our spirit teams orchestrate signs, synchronicities, and circumstances for us in order that we gather in safety and love's effective magic during the Lionsgate portal on August 8th, without interruption, distraction, or disturbance. Free from all obligation, all responsibilities, and all pressures. To be nurtured, to connect with one another and the planet, to combine our collective intentions for the good of one another and the world. So it is, so be it. It is done. We'll leave love's candle burning for the remainder of this podcast to symbolize love's continued presence. We can return to our 3D experience now.
Oh, that was beautiful, Shawna. I'm gonna have to like sit with that because I kept seeing like tree rings, like rings on a tree, and I'm like, what does that mean? But that's what came to me, among other things.
Beautiful. Third eye activation. Those are little keys, little messages from spirit that can unfold over time in their meaning.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to sit with that one because that was very cool. I just love how calming your energy is. And it's easy to be rooted in your energy when you're sharing it with everyone like this. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Sarah.
Well, thank you for joining us and for being a part of our special episode today. Shawna and I are so excited about this event. Again, it's on the Lionsgate, August 8th. It's a Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we really hope you join us. Again, the sign up sheet or the sign up link is down below. So please check it out. But if you do have any questions, feel free to send an additional message. You can do that through my other link below. There is a contact place where you can reach out to me as well. Thank you so much for being here, Shawna. Do you want to add anything else to that?
I think we covered it well enough. I think we got it. Thank you, Sarah. You have such a beautiful energy, and I'm so excited to work with you and looking forward to connecting in love with all who will join us.
Yes, 100%. Same with you, Shawna. I'm looking forward to doing this together. This has been something we've talked about for a while, and now it's exciting that we finally have it on the calendar, and it's going to be a really big, energetic day because the Lionsgate portal is a very powerful day. So, yay, looking forward to it.
Thank you for joining me on another inspiring episode. Remember, your purpose is a unique and unfolding path. I hope these conversations have ignited a spark within you. Until next time, keep exploring, growing, and embracing the beautiful adventure of connecting with your purpose. Stay tuned for more meaningful conversations. If you're wanting more, consider joining our free Facebook community called Spirit Journey Collective, your haven for spiritual exploration and personal growth. Dive into a supportive community where sharing spiritual experiences is encouraged. Unlock the power of intuition Embark on a journey of self-discovery and connect with like-minded souls. If this sounds like a community you'd love to plug into, the link is in the show notes below. If you enjoyed the episode today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for joining me on this journey.